What's up, BK Game Devs?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to BK Game Devs. Again, it's Thursday. You know what we do already. We are back for more development for our new Metroidvania game, and we're excited to keep working on it. Last week we had a whole lot of fun with everyone in chat. We're working on some basic stuff like getting the player to move in a little sandbox and getting a wall slide to work and cameras and all this other sorts of fun stuff. And today we'll be continuing that. Last time we were able to get a wall slide to work. So if you jump into a wall and you hold in against the wall, the player will slide down the wall at a certain pace. Now we're going to be working on other abilities for the player, like a wall jump, a double jump, dash, etc. So we're excited to work on that. And thanks for joining us.
Oh yeah,
What he said.
what he said. You guys asked for it. We're delivering it.
Yeah, and the wall slide looks good too. Should we
No
increase
one
the
asked for
speed
this. Huh? Of what?
of the wall slide? I just saw it again and I realized they have
No,
a
I
lot
think
of
you're right. I think you're right. Just increase the speed a little bit.
the wall fall speed or whatever it's called.
Yeah, there's a parameter.
Yeah, nice.
It's 3 notch.
That's better. That's better.
Yeah,
A lot
that's
better.
a whole lot better because it's enough time for them to think and make a decision, but not so much that they can just like wait there forever.
Yeah, who knows?
Cool.
We might have things that like. I played a Metroidvania. Well, I'm pretty sure Hollow Knight has done this too, where it increases certain things when you have certain things leveled up or certain charms, for example, like how big your
I
jump
get you.
is or how
Sure.
far you go with your
Yeah.
your
Yep.
platform ability. So maybe this one
hmm
can like slow it down or something.
Yeah, I think that's good. Like maybe there's an ability not called bullet time, but maybe like a bullet time-esque thing where maybe for really tough platforming and wall jumps, like you can press a button and for 2 seconds it'll slow down your fall speed so you can really make sure of the jump. That'd be kind of cool.
So what do we
Yes.
want to do now? We have
Wall jump.
wall jump. Oh, wall jump,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, I think since we finished with wall slide the last time, let's take care of all the wall business and get wall jump done.
I think wall jump is basically just. Let me open it up.
Yep, sure. Yeah, so again, what we're doing right now is when the player jumps into a wall and you're holding against that wall, we're applying some velocity stuff to make sure that the player falls at a slower rate than normal, so that they actually have time to do the wall jump.
Mhm.
And now we're gonna be figuring out how to propel them off at like a 45-degree angle or something along those lines, so that the wall jump it just feels good, and we'll play test it as well as we go to make sure that it doesn't feel too light, too lofty, or too quick, too slow. We want it to feel just right.
Hmm. I'm looking at the code,
The reference, yeah.
the reference code. Let's see what he does. I mean, he does the same thing here, right? Except there's like a double jump aspect to it,
Okay.
like a has double jump.
Right, and that's
Okay.
basically how we'll do double jump anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be something similar, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty much the same thing as jump. Just we'll keep track of it, and we can also maybe
Double jump.
have a double jump.
It's really just enabling like the player to jump at a certain time. So like if they're sliding on the wall, they can jump.
Yeah. Do we have any use case where we'll ever give the player more than 2 jumps? I only say that because that happened once in a game that I was doing, and so what we did is we did like a jump counter or something, and then so that means it's easy to change in that if the player has 5 jumps for some reason.
Wait.
It
Sorry,
just
are we doing double jump or wall jump?
wall jump. Let's
Wall
do
jump,
wall
Thank
jump
you,
first.
thank you. Right.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking out loud about
Yeah, I just told
multiple
you.
jumps.
But to answer your question, Quan, I think we can do double jump and we can do wall jump, and maybe we could do something like in like the Metroid games with the space jump.
I get you. We have like an infinite jump, kind of.
Yeah, I want to see something wild.
Yeah, we'll see what works. We'll see what
figure
works.
that out later down the line. But yes, Alex, go. What's wild?
I never knew this could happen. This could be done until I saw it on here. Like I saw him do it. But it seems
Declaring a method inside a method.
inside a method. I never knew that could happen. I mean, I knew it could happen as a lambda, like a func.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you could literally do it like this, like an actual function signature.
Got
I
it.
didn't know that
Got it.
either.
You can do it in JavaScript as a lambda, and JavaScript is mainly lambda. So I don't know. I think I've seen it before. Like I've seen this happen before. I don't do it that often. But is there a reason why? Like, what's the benefit of putting it inside of this thing instead of putting it outside?
Well,
I feel like it makes it.
I think the idea is that it's code that's going to be called like more than once in more than one place, but only within this scope. Like it's not really this execute jump is not going to be called anywhere outside the scope.
Anywhere
Okay,
outside
got
of
it.
handle jumping, you mean?
Exactly. Yes. I think
Got
that's
it,
that's
okay.
the reason why he did it.
Yeah, I guess
Sure,
that makes
alright.
sense.
Yeah,
Still,
I'm usually not a fan. I don't mind it. I'm usually not a fan just because it sometimes gets unreadable when I'm like looking for the methods on the edge, and then I'm like, oh, it's inside of this other one. This is a short method in total, so it's fine. But I've seen some like 50-line methods and stuff, and I'm like, wait, there's more methods inside here.
I'm more someone who does it like this. Like that. Like I create like a func.
Got it, which is like the like a shorthand version of like a lambda. I don't. What is func in a C# again?
It's like a delegate. It's like a way to store a function.
I get it. Okay,
It's like
sure,
like if you want to store your lambda somewhere to be called multiple times or something.
Sure, and for everyone who's hearing us say lambda and might be a bit lost, a lambda, ignore the name, it's kind of weird. It's a Greek letter, but it's just like a shorthand version of a piece of code that you can reference in a lot of other places. It comes in handy a lot when you want to just like write a quick piece of recurring code that you'll use more than once without having to create a whole fully defined method with return types and all this other stuff. Like you can do it in a more like on the fly way. That's effectively what a lambda is.
I'm not doing that.
And that comes in handy here.
So here we basically do something like
a lambda function is also an anonymous function, right? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's basically it's what it is.
Yeah, and again, what that means is, go ahead, Chris. What does that mean?
I mean, go ahead. You're already in the motion.
Yeah, sure. So an anonymous function means that, like, again, it doesn't need to know what type or what type of data it's dealing with. It doesn't really care. It'll apply whatever it can and just like work it out effectively. So there's some times where it can only be a number, it can only be a string, which is a set of letters. It can only be a decimal, but it kind of just doesn't care. It's like, if it can work in this piece of code, I'll make it work.
Exactly. So Alex, what do we got? What do we got here?
Yeah. So what are we doing here?
Oh no, I was just looking at the
reference code.
The reference code, and he seems to be having something for wall grabbing. I don't know what the difference is. Use gravity.
It's probably just our version of wall sliding. Because
no, I mean he has wall sliding in here, but he also has like wall grabbing.
Is that like grabbing like the top of the wall?
Yeah, is that like a ledge grab?
No, it's just like I think holding on.
So maybe
he's using like he's using a specific key.
Right?
Wall jump lock. Last time last wall jumped.
Oh, so you mean like staying in one spot on the wall and not falling, like sliding down?
I think that's might be what this is. Hold on.
Okay, got it.
Equal to slide speed times inputs dot raw y less than. Oh! I think I know what this is.
Yeah,
it's like when it's like the whole ladder thing. It's like when you're climbing up and down a wall. Like
okay.
He's calling it climbing. Yeah, he's calling the animation climbing. So it's when you climb. Yeah, I was confused by what that was. So I guess he does have some sort of climb thing going on. I'm just gonna ignore that.
Yeah, we now have execute jump, which just takes care of the stuff that only happens when you jump. Fine.
Wait, what was in there? What was in there before?
Inside of where?
In
where?
in this if statement.
This.
Okay.
that
So
code.
nothing's changed. Okay. All right.
No, the only thing that changes is that dir inside of execute jump. That vector is just that new vector 2 that's being passed in on line 187.
And
So now what we got to check is if you're not grounded, or
wait, don't we have something to do to say
for
that?
wall sliding, you mean?
Yeah,
we do. It's called is wall sliding. So we don't even need is grounded, because you can only be wall sliding, I think, if you're not grounded. I think we enforce that check to make wall sliding true. Oh, is falling means you're not grounded. Wait, what do we set wall sliding?
Oh wait, is against.
Okay, yeah. So sliding is equal to if you're not grounded and you're pushing against the wall. Yeah. That makes sense. So we can just say is wall sliding, I think, up in handle jumping.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what this is about, because there's something about you mentioned. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just say like you said, wall sliding.
Yeah.
So if why am I so lost? Here it is.
Yep, there.
So if wall sliding.
Yep.
What does this guy do? Time last wall jumped is equal to time. I'm not gonna consider that. So it seems like. It seems like, depending on which direction on the wall you're on, you get either a jump force or a negative jump force.
Which makes sense. Yep.
Yeah.
So what we can do is, if wall sliding, and we can use is pushing left or is pushing like left wall or right wall. Yeah, to tell exactly.
I think this is good enough.
This conditional is fine. So if you're pressing against the left wall, we'll put you in.
Or is it negative jump force?
No, it'll be jump force.
Because left, you want to go right. Okay.
Right. Yes, and then if it's opposite, you go the negative version.
Right. Okay.
I wonder why it's using that though, jump force and not 0 or 1. Oh, because it's like equally pushing force against the wall. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I understand.
Yeah, so in this case, is this jump going to make you go at 45 degrees though? Or will it just, like, I wonder what's going to happen here? Because now I think about it, I'm used to wall jumps having something where it calculates like a 45 degree angle.
Technically, this would be 45 degrees. Because you're, the same amount of force you're putting in.
On X and Y, because it's a vector too.
So therefore it should be...
So in the X, it should be a certain amount. Oh yeah, so it'll be 45 because they're both equal, right?
Yes, yeah, you could think of them as like a 1-to-1, like...
Yeah, I got it.
So I think this would be good enough. So if jump is pressed and you're wall sliding, then you do this. Otherwise, if you're grounded and you haven't jumped, then
you do the normal just jump. Yeah. Try it out.
If there's anything else.
That seemed right.
I would love if it's that simple. I've had really complex code with the wall jumps before, so
yeah. Let's try it out.
Si Dios quiere, this will work. Okay, so maybe it's not doing the 45 degree thing because it's kind of shooting you straight up, and so it's causing this interesting...
Wait, is it flipping the sprite at all? I can't exactly see what it's doing.
It should by default, but I'm not sure if it...
Right.
No, it's not.
I think I think I know what it kind of might be doing.
Yeah. It's so funny looking.
Well, let me try it. Yeah, I think.
Why aren't we using rigid body velocity at all for this vector? We're using jump force for both X and Y.
Yeah, because I think we want to push them in the X direction by jump force, which is, let's say, 5, and upward by the same amount to create that 45.
Okay.
At least that's the thought. As in, like, if they're moving to the right at the same rate that they're moving up, they should be going in a 45 degree angle. I think that's how math works. But don't quote me on my math. And also just a reminder to everyone, you know, I won't say it once, but feel free to use the sound alerts. They're pretty fun if you think you feel like using one. If not, it's all good.
Interact in chat if you have questions or
Yeah,
thoughts
let us
or
know. Are you
feedback.
understanding?
Or if you
Yeah,
have
are you
answers, please help us.
that too? If you are good at math and know what we should be
Last.
doing, like what math works for 45
Is
degree angle
close
wall
with the
jumps,
jump.
share it.
Right. I mean, let's see what happens to what's. I don't know why. Let's see what's happening to velocity when I. Or yeah, player.
Player is under tile maps, which honestly kind of gets annoying.
Yep.
All right.
I feel like I need a bigger wall.
Fine, yeah. If you want, you can go
Yeah.
up. You can like move move the player up to the top of there. Yep.
We're gonna need a bigger wall.
If you jump to the left, there's a really long wall,
Yeah.
so you can test it out.
I'm just looking at contacts.
Yeah.
Okay,
velocity.
so we have velocity is for some reason always looking at -4 point.
Yeah, which is why. Yeah, why isn't it 0 and 0, right?
Oh wait, it says E. I think this might actually be like one of those weird, like scientific numbers.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I hate science.
Okay, so -10, -10. We'll slide. Oh, at least I could do this.
I mean, there's one iteration of a wall jump, a very glitchy. Wait! Just like hold space and see what happens.
Yeah, sure.
Because technically, if you're still in wall slide, you can just unlimitedly just shoot up, right?
If you just hold space, are you just like flying up the wall?
Yeah, seems to be the case.
That's so funny. Okay, so I think we do need to do more work on this 45.
What happens
Because-
when you like hold right when you jump?
It's kind of like it's kind of finicky. Oh my goodness!
Okay, I think
Just,
there's.
like, glitching up the
I think I
wall.
kind of know what we could do.
Yep.
So when we're wall sliding, right? Well, has jump is definitely going to true, but has jump is not really. Well, I guess.
I think we might need to do is like
Is
force
grounded
them to jump to a direction to a certain degree before they can. I don't know. It's weird, yeah. But yeah, I think you're right, Chris, as well. It's not flipping the sprite, and what I think is happening is because they have to hold right or hold against the wall, they jump, and then because they're holding that direction, they get flipped. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So I was just thinking, how exactly do we want the wall jump to work? Because in my head, there's two different types. There's the one from like Super Metroid where you could wall jump on the same side of a wall like this, but in Metroid Dread, you can't do that. It automatically propels you in the opposite direction of the wall.
Yeah. So
you
that's
try
the
to
real
jump,
question.
you go this way.
Yeah, are we doing a forced 45 where it just like shoots you to the opposite wall, or are we doing a just you can jump on one side? I think that both types are fine, but I think the more fun type, to be honest, is the one where you can jump on the same side.
I agree. We just need to not, I guess, let it be what's the word? I don't know. Too liberal with the jumping, like what the situation is here now. Like you just keep pressing space and it's just shooting you up.
Yeah, there needs to be so maybe that's where the reference code uses time. Maybe maybe there's a certain time before you can stick to a wall again. If I had to guess, because I'm thinking of even Hollow Knight. In Hollow Knight, you can jump on the same wall, but it propels you a certain amount away from the wall so that you can't do what's happening right now, where you see how the player isn't getting far enough away, so they kind of glitch against the wall.
Right.
In Hollow Knight, it'll at least force you at least a little bit away from the wall before you can go back.
Right.
So the animation can play through. Whereas right now it's going so fast that they're kind of like glitching and staggering up the wall in an interesting way. So I think that might be an idea if we can, push the player in one direction a certain amount.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Okay, cool.
Is against left wall.
Ideally, I want the wall slide and jump to be like Hollow Knight.
I mean, let's see what happened. If
Yeah, I feel that.
It's very
think
fluid.
I really do think that they spent a lot of time like getting their wall jump down, and I think it works very well because it doesn't feel like it's one of those things where because of how they made it, the mechanics are simple. So like the wall jumping is easy to perform, but then they give you very hard platforming sections where even though the wall jumping is easy, the platforming is tough. And I think that's how it should be. In addition, but the other thing about Hollow Knight that I think maybe they do in a different way, as I was saying, you don't have to hold against the wall to do their wall jump. If you have to hold it to like start to like cling to a wall and then start sliding.
Yeah.
But you can let go of left or right, and then the player will just slide against the wall until you make another like action or something.
Right.
Now we don't have to do that, but just a thought, things that we can change later. Yeah, I think what we should do is propel the player a certain amount of way first because they're holding left or right, they're instantly like that's happening. They're like, yo, that's hilarious. Because of that, they're like, our player falls so fast they just clip through terrain. People are definitely going to use that to like break our game. They're going to like jump and get mad velocity going down, and just clip through floors and stuff.
Pretty much.
I don't think it should only be happening. I think that's really only happening because I'm floating it up. Trying to figure out.
What do you mean?
It's only really happening because I'm floating it up manually.
Floating it up?
Like yeeting the player up.
Oh no, I think I've seen it one other time. I could be wrong. All right, so just go up on top of that ledge and then just fall down from the top. I feel like I had enough momentum. Okay, no, maybe not.
I mean,
I had enough momentum.
You might have, but I changed the rigid bodies.
Oh yeah, that
detection to continuous.
That when I had the
So it should prevent that. What continuous would do is like actually also keep track of like based on time. It's not just like your position because velocity works like based on how fast you're going in the next second. Where would your position be? But it also keeps in. It also continuous adds another step of like checking is there something in front of you that you would have hit between you going from here and you going from here.
I
guess
something
there. So it's not just going to move you all the way.
Sure. Okay. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious.
I'm just trying to figure out what.
It's because you we're holding right and we aren't like forcing a flip. So like they're just like, yeah, it's just, yeah. Oh man, wall jumping. Can we try and all right? So not even though this isn't the one we want, can we try and propel them a certain force? Like, is there like an add force? I remember there's a thing called add force. Can we like push them a certain amount away from the wall or something?
I mean, we could just try to add 10 to it and see if that happens.
Sure,
that might work. Yeah,
that also works too. Yeah, let's see if we can just make it a larger vector and let's see if they like. What? Yo.
Little too much.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's kind of like teleporty, but not the worst. That's crazy though. That just zipping across like that. What number did you change it to now? I didn't see.
5.
Oh, it still looks really like it's teleporting the player. Like the player looks like they're spawning from midair.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
velocity and stuff.
Yeah, it's staying in the Why is this so smooth and this other stuff so like?
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I think we do need to keep its like jump force, as is. But I think like we just need to lock the controllers when it comes to this, or like a bit.
Lock the what?
The inputs.
Yes, that actually makes sense. Sorry, that's what I was thinking about too. Because I saw something like that when we do dash, a similar thing. Like when the player's dashing forward, we should lock them from doing an input until dash is done.
Walking.
So
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
If what is this? I'm trying to see
We
the
can
order of
use it.
things. Handle grounding, handle walking, handle jumping. Okay.
Yeah, so we can do is in that if we can say, okay, if that, then we'll execute that jump force, right? We will lock their input, but maybe we should do it in a core routine, like we have our util that timed action. Maybe we do it like if you wall jump, you lock their input for even if it's like 0.25 of a second, just enough time for them to be able to move away from the wall without putting out an input. Then if they want to, move back, they can do that again.
Is
And maybe
against
that will help it be a little bit more fluid and natural.
left wall. Yeah.
We want to like look into like the math library a little bit and see if we could like actually calculate like a 45-degree angle
This is
and,
45
have that
degrees.
be the vector.
Oh, maybe it's because of the fall.
The fall multiplier stuff. Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Chris. I'm trying to look at an old project I had. It wasn't a perfect wall jump, but I had a similar thing where like we use like math to get it to work. Let me look and see, what did we do for wall jumping?
Wall jumped. Wall sliding has jumped.
Yeah, we use math and cosine and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we like calculated a x, a y. Yeah, so wall jump x was. Oh, and we had an angle, a jump factor, and we used transform.local scale to handle the flipping and stuff, I think.
Let's perhaps you can do something here. Public void.
Let me see.
Uh.
Okay, let me see.
What's the wording I would use? It's always function wording that throws me off.
For what? So what are you trying to do?
Prevent input from being inputted.
Prevent
we
input.
just prevent input or disable input. Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to use more like enable input and input like a true or false. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. Enable.
Yeah, just
inputs.
enable input can be we just a boolean true or false. Okay, so if you're not doing the math, what are you trying now? Just to lock the player's input when they do a jump?
For a bit, yeah.
Okay, that can work.
And then I have some code here. It's old, but what I did was we created a wall jump X. We had a wall jump speed and a wall jump angle and a wall jump factor X. So we kept track of all those for X and Y. And then the angle was I think 45. We used cosine to figure out some stuff, sine to figure out some stuff for the Y. I didn't come up with this equation, it was someone else who did. And then we applied that velocity. You could try that, yeah. I'll put this code into the chat and we can see if this doesn't work, we can try this and see how this could work. Because I remember we're working to a degree. Now I don't remember if it was perfect because it was an old game. We didn't even get that far, but I'll post the code and we'll see if it has any use case.
Input stud jump. If we don't do we don't set these are gonna be like, okay, let me do this quick.
So again, so what exactly are you doing at the moment?
I have to set these to 0.
You're setting the inputs to 0, so that so that the player is not making an input.
Well, because I think because if we don't set it to 0, it's just going to keep running the last input.
Which could have been true, but we're trying to make it all false because the inputs are what? Are they 0? Oh, no, sorry, they're all -1 or +1. So
Right,
0
exactly.
means there's no input,
There's
right?
no input. Yeah.
Cool, got it.
No input.
All right, yeah, I just
return.
posted the code in the chat if it has any use, and so yeah, we can try that if this doesn't work. If it does, then cool.
Facing left. Yeah, we'll have to see about that.
Yeah, we had to do stuff with the
We
transform,
have
local
handle
scale.
jumping.
Yeah, I see what it's doing.
Yeah, you get what the code is doing, right? Like
A little bit. Like I'm looking on Stack Overflow, and it's something
Sure.
very simple, like converting an angle
yeah,
in degrees to a vector.
Yep,
And
exactly.
and this person literally just they created a new vector 2, and the first parameter is just math.cosine, and then you pass the radians. And to get the radians, you just do pi over 180 times the degrees, so 45 times pi over 180, and we just put that in there. That might be easier.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh.
I say yeah. Let's.
I don't know.
let's-
I have not done this type of math in a while.
I have not done this math in a long while. That sounds good. I say let's see if this input thing fixes it. If it doesn't look good still, then let's try and do the math ourselves. And I think that's fine too.
Okay.
For how long? Half a second?
I say not even a half second. I say like less, like 0. A quarter of a second. Even that might be too long, but let's see. Can you move anymore or no?
Oh. That's weird.
Wait. It's not going back to false? I mean to true?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Oh no, I did wrong.
What did you do?
I know where I did wrong. Oh, and this should
Got
be
it.
true by default.
Okay, so by default you can move, and then what did you change back in that in enable input?
Gather inputs. I just checked whether it oh crap.
Stuck.
Yeah, it seemed like that. Inputs enabled. Let's enable inputs.
Okay.
If not inputs enabled.
If inputs enabled is false, then return.
Well, if it's yes, if it's false, return.
Yeah, if it's false, then return.
Oh, thanks, thanks, Aurora. The first join, and you were confused when you started playing because there was an ad. So the ad started playing like right when you joined, so it was like a pre-roll ad.
Oh, now it works.
Okay,
Yeah,
we gotta work that out.
Yeah, we'd love to hear about it because we don't get to see exactly what plays for everyone. So like we think we know when it plays, but yeah, did it play right when you joined, or did it play a minute after, or did it just play randomly and it just kind of felt like what's going on? We'd love to know. But thank you so much for even just bringing that up.
Okay, Alex. So what's going on here?
I think it has to do with the facing.
Okay, so
facing left is. I think we have to change this too. So wall sliding, and then right. So if we're against the left wall,
then you're facing right actually. So yeah, it's
well, when we
not
jump
yet
off of
opposite.
when we jump off of the left wall, we're supposed to be facing right. Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no. Is against. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I hope at least.
Okay, let me try.
Or not.
Oh.
Yo, let's go with the moonwalk. No, wait. I want to see more of the
Let's
moonwalk.
see. Facing left.
That was great.
Facing left is not equal to raw x equal to -1. Was facing left. Okay. Wait.
Yeah, so we need to flip the player when. Yeah, so this will set the transform.local scale, yeah?
Yep. Hold on.
No problem.
It's more like, yeah, yes, it does. It flips it. It changes the flip. So facing.
So shouldn't we just put like direction instead of facing left? Oh, okay, you're gonna do it like that. It'll be a boolean. Okay, got it. So if they're facing left, then yeah. So if it's true, then we'll invoke that. Otherwise, shouldn't we? Then we need to invoke facing right. No, or do you have something where facing right automatically takes
No, it's
care of
just
itself?
facing left is whether it's true if it's facing left, if it's false if it's facing not left, right?
Right, and then it'll update the transform local scale.
Yeah, and the flip
player.
the flip x is a it's a boolean. It's a boolean
Got
setting,
it, okay.
so that's why this works just fine. Yeah, so I'm just
okay.
So,
Thanks, Aurora.
yeah, I'm just setting. What's
so Aurora's made it clear that they joined late. They just got home. They hopped into our stream, and they heard us talking for literally like 1 second. Then an ad started.
Okay.
So because we're affiliates, it seems as though the ad may play as soon as anyone joins. So that would be good to know.
So I thought we had the pre-roll off, because that's pre-roll ads, like right before, like no matter what time you get on the stream, it starts playing. Like I thought we turned those. I thought we turned that off. So
yeah, we'll take a look because we don't want anyone to just join and get hit with an ad within 1 second. That's not fun at all.
It's not fun.
I'm not using this at all. That's why.
Yeah, you should put it there, or wait, why do that and not just use facing left?
Bro, I don't even know. Hold on. I think I just God, I hate all this facing left stuff. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, I understand.
Let me see what it was before. Okay, so here we had was facing left. Then we're setting okay, that's what it was. Okay. We need to do this. Oh, not that. This. Yes, this is the order. This is the proper order. So we were facing, you know, what it was, what we're setting it to, and then checking if there's a difference, and then invoking that only when the difference is made. I like the way he does things, and I did it this way as well because I only want to make these changes only when the difference is made, not every single time. Like it's not always checking and then broadcasting that event. Okay,
sure, I get it. Let's see how it works. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, that moonwalk was a golden.
Okay, we're back to normal. Okay, so it seemed I didn't even jump. Okay. Okay, that's for me holding the jump button.
Yep, I made that jump purposely unmakeable.
No,
because that's for double jump.
We should be able to make it now, though.
Oh, because of the wall jump.
Yeah, I just
Oh, that looks so fun.
That is.
It's the animation. So okay. So when we jump this time, we're not flipping, right? Flip. Nope. Flip. Okay. Let's try this.
That's so funny.
I think a part of it is that the moment it's not getting far away enough that the those other colliders are sort of touching the whoa. Now I can't even move right too much. Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, if let's see. But I say let's try. Yeah, it's not propelling the player enough. Like maybe we should just try the math side.
Yeah, we may have to. It's definitely the animation too. Like, cause like you're jumping when the animation is swapped to one end.
Mm-hmm.
Like we shouldn't be able to jump at that point here, like this.
Yeah, when you're like in the air. Yeah.
I can't exactly tell what's happening with the whole disable inputs thing. I can't tell.
So it seems like what's happening is because it's disabling their input, they're not holding right. So it applies a force, but they go into the falling animation.
But what
Or it
happens
has, like,
if you're like moving to the right while you try to jump?
You don't, because the inputs are disabled for a little bit, and so it gets kind of weird. Like you end up not jumping, you end up falling, right? And that's what I'm saying. I think we need to. I think we should try the math approach. I'm not sure exactly how that'll work in the same way. But we can keep this code because maybe there is some way to use it that we're misunderstanding.
Well,
So we can comment it out and try the
I
math
got
code.
rid of it. I don't think it's working. But
Okay, alright, yeah,
the
fair
functions are public because for a reason. Okay.
Sure. I love it.
I think the only thing, like the thing is, like, you know, once we jump, we may not. Okay, the force thing. What is the force thing?
So I posted some code, and now again, I don't remember how exactly this worked perfectly. If you go into, did I put it in resources, Chris, or did I put it in?
You put it in development.
Okay, if you go into the development channel of our server, you can just copy paste that code in. We'll add the variables and stuff later, but I'll explain what it does. Is there's a jump angle X and a jump angle Y. We have a wall jump speed and a wall jump factor. Now, even I don't remember what all these variables are. I don't know if we need all of them, but we use cosine and sine to derive some angles, create a new vector 2, and apply it in that way. I'm sure this code can be, more succinct and clean, but do you get the idea of what's happening? Like, we're doing the math ourselves to create the angle, then applying that vector to the rigid body's velocity.
Right.
Yes.
So if you're on the left wall, we want the angle coming off the wall to be 45. And if you're coming off the right wall, we want it to be
270.
135?
Oh, wait.
Right?
Wait. Oh, man.
Yeah.
0, 90.
It's in the other quadrant.
0, 45.
Time last one. Hold on, so I'm still looking at this.
No, isn't it 270? I don't know. Not 270. Ignore me. But yes, whatever the other side of that circle is. See,
I think it's 135.
I will trust you and say it's 135.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, we shall see. So I think, yeah, let's try that out and see what happens.
Pay attention in math class, kids.
Yeah, and but being honest, like, pay attention in math class, but if you don't use that stuff all the time, it's gone because it's so complex. Like,
oh yeah, I'm fully aware.
Yeah, like, I cannot remember. Like, can I tell you anything about intense calculus? Nope.
Nope.
Passed the class though, barely. Anyway, enough about that. So yeah, Alex, I think let's try that out.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm just also looking at the code right now.
The code that the reference code, or the code that I posted?
Both.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. Here's stuff.
Yeah, again, I don't know if it's gonna work perfectly. It's an old game, but I remember the wall jump was working to a degree. You could definitely jump away from walls.
I mean, we could. In this case, we might just have to just add force, as you said.
Yeah, so I was saying, like, is that what we did? Is that what I did in mine? I don't remember.
No,
I don't think so.
But it is what we did in Wake Up. The reason, because this jump, right, is only going as far as maybe this code is affecting it, falling and not wall sliding.
Where line 222?
Yeah, because here we have falling is true. Jump velocity is greater than 0 and not. Maybe this is sort of part of it. I don't know. Let's try the add force thing though.
Sure, yeah. And so what force are we adding then? Does add force take a vector? Okay, got it. So then, yeah, we'll put that there. Yeah, got it. If not, then let's try the math.
Quick maths.
But yeah, okay, wall jumps are, oh my lord.
Nope.
So it's doing the same thing effectively, right?
Basically.
Huh.
But now it's not always working. Great.
If anything, honestly, I like how the wall slide looks. Like, I think it just looks, it's very seamless. Like, you can wall slide off small
Yeah,
parts.
we did a good wall slide. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I really need to look at like random YouTube. Okay.
Sure. Wait, but before I was gonna say, do we want to, because it's 7 o'clock already, basically in 10 minutes, do we want to try and do the double jump and stuff that's a little bit simpler then?
Hey, how you?
Alex, he gets it at the end. I've watched this video.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, like, can you go back a bit? Yeah, like,
And slow it down, maybe.
yeah, can you go to like
that's a good
0.5 or 0.25 or something? Yeah, like, you see how you are forced at least a certain amount away from the wall before you can turn back. And I think that's something, I don't know if they're disabling the inputs for a certain amount of time while applying a force, because you cling to a wall.
Is he just jumping back?
Yeah, you just press jump and you hold in the same direction. It'll do that.
Yeah. So I like exactly how Hollow Knight does theirs.
Yeah, it's very clean. It's very it's not super weighty. It's not super lofty.
This is also doing a thing. Okay. All this how to get wall jump stuff.
Yeah, right. It's more so like you want to see people just wall jumping. If you look up White Palace in Hollow Knight, you might see. Maybe
I think you're right.
Because there's a lot of platforms. Something like White Palace, Hollow Knight. Yeah, or just it'll be fine. For those of you who don't know, hopefully no spoilers, but there's a big platforming section of Hollow Knight, and like it is effectively just like very tough. You just do a lot of wall jump.
He does a bunch of jumping right there.
Yeah, that's all good, and it's very tough platforming, but it is definitely worth it. Yeah, this gave me hell doing it. It was rough. Just use your arrow keys, my guy. Go back 5. The arrow keys go back 5 or 10 seconds.
I rarely use them. Okay.
I always use the arrow keys. But yeah, so like you have to go a certain amount of way, and then you can like snap back kind of, and it's handling the flip.
Okay.
Which is interesting. So.
We're gonna flip, right?
Yeah, we're definitely going to flip. If not, we did not do a good wall jump. Yeah. But I'd say if this takes too long, let's not put the whole stream just to figuring out this wall jump. Let's I think that we can figure out like a double jump.
Yeah, the double jump shouldn't be too hard.
It shouldn't be too bad, and then a dash might be similar to the wall jump, to be honest, because it's a similar like applied force. You know what I mean?
It's an applied force, and the player shouldn't be able, like their input should be disabled during that split second.
Got it. So then it is effectively similar to the wall jump. So if we don't figure the wall jump out soon, let's work on the other things. We have
but the dash actually sounds easier than the wall jump.
Okay, then because you're on ground and stuff. And if nothing else, we can also try.
Or you're in the air, actually.
I see. Yeah. Fair enough. You can air dash and dash.
So technically, you should be able to dash on the ground when you jump. When you at the peak of both of your jumps, like a jump or double jump.
So what you're saying to me is that once we figure out this applied force thing, we're golden.
Pretty much. I think an ad just ran. I'm not
Oh
sure.
Lord, we are not
we're
the
still
best.
we're still figuring this out.
Yeah. Can anyone let us know if an ad just ran? And we've been talking to
Just
no one for the last 30 seconds or something.
Oh, has jumped. Has double jumped. Time. Okay. If is grounded.
Okay. Yep.
Not has jumped. Or
Then. Okay. Or
has jumped.
If the player has is already jumped
not.
and
Has double jumped.
Yep.
And here, say, has jumped. Or no, has jumped. Know which one it was. We said has double jumped to true, and then if we try to triple jump, it should not do it. Right?
okay.
We're just saying like, hey, don't. Has jumped, and yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. So
Wait, are we setting has jumped to false anywhere?
yeah. It's somewhere else. It's I don't remember where exactly, but yes, it is somewhere else.
Let me see. Nope. Doesn't seem like it.
We don't need to do that.
I don't know. I guess we could also just I mean, I think we don't have to. The reason I say this is because if you double jumped, right, and that's left as true, when you land, has jump will still reset, right? So then when you go in here, yeah, when you go in here, you wouldn't have jumped, right? So has jump would be false, and that would set double jump to false when you actually do the regular jump.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do that. That didn't work though.
Fail whale.
Um,
Okay, so go back to the code.
boom, boom. Okay, no.
All right, let's take a look at it one by one. So if you're grounded and you haven't jumped already, and you're pressing jump because that's the overall if, then execute a jump. Or if you have jumped and you haven't
not
double
double jumped.
jumped, then execute a jump with has jump, and that has jump will be true, which means that double jump will be true. Yeah, that sounds pretty solid in my mind.
Has jumped, has double jumped.
Oh wait, I'm wondering, could it be? Oh no, see, because at least it would go. It would propel the force. I was gonna say, is it an animation thing? Because now I think about it.
No, it's not an animation thing.
Yeah, but can jump go into itself? You know what I mean? Because jump goes into fall no matter what. So, do we have an animation from fall to jump? You know what I mean? Because you could jump, go into your falling animation, then jump again.
Yeah.
Now that again, it still should have applied the force. So even if the animation was wrong, it should have applied the force in the code. Okay. You're grounded.
Yeah, well, yeah, has jump only gets reset when you get grounded, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
it should stay true. Keyword should work.
Can I describe what the guy in the Metroidvania course uses?
Yeah.
So, if statement for jumping with double jump is, so if you're getting the input for jump and and then parentheses is on ground or can double jump, and then inside that if statement there's another if else.
Okay.
And it says if is on ground, then you set can double jump to true, and then else set can double jump to false. And then you're just like setting the rigid body velocity to the X and the jump force. That's it.
I know what it is. This guy's differentiating between key down and get key. Insert. Is that a flood? What was that? All right. Sorry.
Oh, good.
He's to activate the jump. He's using key down.
Okay.
Which makes sense because you want the key down, because what you don't want is for someone to hold spacebar and use up 2 jumps when they didn't mean to, right?
Let's do this. Jump.
Okay, and then press jump will be okay, yeah, or just jump will be get key down or get. Oh, what's it? Oh, get button because it's the mapping. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, let me go here. Hold jump, and hold jump. Because the hold jump, or rather the portion of where you're holding jump, is being used for the fall, right? Because once you let go, that's like it controls how far you're jumping, right?
Say it again.
Like how much, like you can sort of control your jump. There's a maximum, right?
Yep.
So if you hold down on it, you'll go the whole way with the jump.
The whole height. Yep.
If you like let go prematurely, it will start falling at a lower height. So that's really whole jump, right? But the actual jump itself is being activated by get down or get key down. So that's why we may need to have 2 different things. Let me just
Okay.
Okay.
let me just do this. You know what? Let me well, let me be a little weird.
So, oh, here comes the
Oh no, that doesn't work
true
like that.
coding.
No, it doesn't work like that because sorry, raw x and x are int and y. Sorry, int and floats.
Float.
Mhm.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay, so now,
Nerd moment. Let's see.
yeah. But so now we're taking a look
It
at.
should be jump.
Okay, so if you're pressing jump, and this will now count key down, not holding it, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
And
And so now, where are you putting hold jump? I didn't see where
here.
you put
This falling is basically if you
This is the thing that lets you go on your max jump, right?
Yeah, exactly. So if your rigid body is greater than 0, and you haven't held down, like you haven't finished, you're still holding
You'll
it
start
down.
falling.
Yeah, if you're not holding it down anymore, you'll start falling faster.
Got it. Okay, sure.
Makes sense.
So that's probably why we weren't hitting the double jump. And now we're not hitting any jumps.
And that hold jump is not working, right? Because you're not hitting the max height.
Oh, what was that?
That was a
You-
double jump.
How? So do it again, or is it not working in every case?
Not every case.
Okay, all right,
Why?
but
Hmm.
it happened.
I wouldn't know. Let's see. So we have dot jump, right? Input key down. Let me make sure I got that right. Get button down jump.
Okay, yeah.
Get button jump.
Maybe it's because both of them are doing the same thing. They're probably overlapping, to be honest. We should probably be using. Yeah, no, I'm not sure. It's tough.
Hold on, guys. Just give me.
Sure, no worries. But yeah, so it's weird actually. So if you're jumping, because Hollow Knight does it, and other games do it too, like Metroid and many other games, they allow you to do that jump where you can like jump and have a max height jump, as well as have a double jump. So
Right.
I'm wondering, because I'm just wondering, is hold jump and jump like overlapping each other in some way where it's Tanyo is holding it, but
That might be
I'm not
happening.
sure.
I don't know.
It could be happening. Okay, he's putting that fixed update. That's not a bad idea. Or shouldn't that be an update? Let's see what happens. So they're able to. The double jump is weird. It's not always working. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. So it doesn't matter whether it's an update or not. It seems.
Yeah, it seems like it's not like dropping the input or something
Jump, holds
like
jump,
that.
hold jump. Right here we're saying inputs dot jump
Hmm.
for handle jumping. Basic true jump, not hold jump. Is grounded and has not jumped.
Yeah, isn't that what we had? Oh, okay. You're just checking here. Okay, got it. Sure.
Enable debug.
All right. Yeah. So let's debug. Let's figure out why isn't the force applying to our second jump? Because it should be, and sometimes it does, but not always. So in what case does it apply, and what case does it not apply? Okay, so she jumps the first time, and boom, we hit this place because it's about to execute a jump. Oh, did it? Wait, what happened?
No,
Oh, I thought you.
it's always hitting this place.
Wait, really?
So wait, what are the values of has double jumped, has jumped?
Hold on, let me actually like put this here and see what's happening.
Okay, so you just pressed jump. Okay, and I just saw it happen. Sure.
No, it's not always happening.
But I'm seeing the player jump. Are you double jumping or single jumping?
I'm single jumping.
Say that again. Sorry.
Yeah, what I meant it's what I meant by it's not always happening. I mean it's not always going into that breakpoint. See, I'm grounded at this point.
Okay, and it's not going into it because the game is just playing. Sure. You press jump. I see it froze,
False
which
sliding.
means when you let go.
Is grounded is true. Has jumped is false. So it should
Yep,
go
that's
into there
right.
when I jump, and it does.
Yep.
It still does. Okay. Okay, at this point it didn't. I don't understand why.
Wait, what do you mean? Like you press jump on while grounded and it didn't happen?
Yeah.
I think it's because of this whole jump and jump thing. I have a feeling that because they're both on the jump button, it probably in the update loop and stuff can't tell if it was a key down or key press. And it's like having an issue trying to discern that. That's my guess at least. Let's try and put it back, try and put everything back on just jump, not hold jump. Because other games have been able to do it with just one jump, right? So there's some way to do it. There's definitely a way we can use one jump key to figure out what we're doing. Should we try and use the... No, wait, but you're using the input axis vertical or Y, right? Where it does the jump in that regard, right?
Let me see. And you know anything is that every time I press space, it goes into this this debug thing,
and then you can't see what's happening on screen.
No. I mean, that's why I moved it to the second screen.
Okay.
My issue is that it just ends up doing this.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, wall sliding. But yeah, should always go into the else if here. Hold jump is get button down, which is just the first instance of pressing jump. Holding means are you continuing to press it? But yeah, I'm wondering. But you said that there was a instance where you were on the ground, so you should be allowed to jump. You pressed it and nothing happened?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
In fact,
yeah, I said
if I just do this, right? See what happens here. Oh wait, is wall sliding still doing the? No, it's not. Okay.
Okay, so now you're always able to jump, right? Like it's not like there's no like dropped input.
No, I'm seeing dropped input.
Okay, but
Like right now, for example.
So sometimes you're double jumping and sometimes you're not.
Sometimes I'm trying to jump in general, and see, right now I'm pressing space.
I just heard your spacebar click, and you didn't jump. Weird. Okay. Okay, let's put it back to. Let's reword it to the way we had it, where it was just a single jump, and let's start from scratch here, because we were able like before we didn't have this issue. If you jumped, it would always work. So let's get back to our initial state, and let's work our way back into the double jump.
Okay.
And maybe we can try the method that Chris was saying from the Metroidvania course, which was like, we have just a can double jump bool, which I guess
Right.
in our case has double jumped, which is effectively
Yeah, it's the same
it's
thing.
not can, but it's effectively the same thing. Yeah.
I
And
mean,
you
that
said
is a little different, but all right.
Oh, hold on, guys. I gotta get some water.
Sure, no problem.
Hydrate people.
Okay. Yes, please hydrate. Please hydrate. Drink water. If you've watched our streams, you know me and my Miles Morales cup are always ready.
Yeah, that's right.
Shout out to Spider-Man for No Way Home coming out, and the new Spider-Man 2 game for PS4. Anyway,
Oh god, don't get me started.
yeah. Let's stop. But yeah, Chris. So go ahead. So it was a can double jump, and what was it? If you have jumped, and
So if you press jump,
yeah,
and then in parentheses, you're basically like, on the ground, or you have the ability to double jump.
if you're
right.
on the ground, or you have the ability to double jump, and then how do you handle the force when they
then-
press it again?
And then inside that if statement,
Yep.
if you're on the ground, then you set
Okay.
can double jump to true. Otherwise, you set it to false. That's so that you can't jump again.
Okay, sure. And so, yeah, so you can't jump again, right? And that if you said if you're not grounded and you can double jump, then you set it to false and you apply the force again, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, all right, got it. Yeah, we can try that. I see he just changed from jump to hold jump.
Yeah, hold jump always sort of works. I think there's like frames in which like jump like button down, it's just not hitting.
Got it.
Like that's what it is, because I try to switch it out. Like I just try to use like got rid of the double jump code.
Mhm.
And it was the same issue. Like using the hold down jump.
It's
wasn't-
working.
No, it was not. That's the thing.
Okay, so
Sorry. What I mean, sorry, not hold down. Like, get button down. Like the first time.
Yes, I get it. That makes sense. Whereas get button, where it checks it for multiple frames instead of just the first time, is catching it every time and it's working the way you'd expect, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so then let's
the
get
only-
rid of
the
get
only-
button down then.
yeah. The only thing I could think of is really just like, let's rename this back to jump.
Yep.
And I have two jumps. The only thing I can really think of at the moment is, and you guys might have been saying this while I was just completely not even hearing what you guys were saying. But basically, like having like a up, like a get button up, to indicate when they've let go of the jump, and say, hey, that's when you can actually do the double jump. Like has jump will be reset to false.
Yeah. So
Ground.
so I'm saying that in my head should already happen. So where we setting has inputs jump to or yeah, where do we gather the inputs? Because maybe that's what it is. Because what I'm thinking is if you press and hold space to get the highest jump and then you let go for even a quarter of a second and then press jump again, at some point it should say, you know, inputs that jump should have been false and then it should be true again.
Wait, no, that might not work. Hold on. I'm just thinking. Yeah, cause see here, if we do this, right? Then we do this, some of that. Wrong? Okay.
Nope.
What are you trying to do now?
Yeah, you're
Sorry?
good. You're good.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not good. We still need the hash jump to be true, right?
So maybe we should introduce a new variable, a very strict can double jump. And so once you jump, that will stay true, and then once you double jump, we'll set it to false, maybe. Because yeah, then we can keep hash jump as true. But again, in my head, this code should work.
Can we break down this else if?
Yeah, so what's happening is, so the else if on line 208 is saying, so we'll start from line 201. If the player presses jump, right? If they're
Right.
wall sliding, do something, but we don't care about that.
Right.
So if they press
Otherwise-
jump, now check, are they grounded and have they not already jumped? If that's the case, if that's true, then that means you're on the floor, do a normal jump. That code works.
Then they could jump. Or if they
have already
have jumped or they have not double jumped.
No. If they have jumped and they have not
Oh, they and have not double. Okay.
Yeah, so if you jumped once and you haven't double jumped and you just press jump, then we should apply the force again because you're allowed to a double jump. And then what will happen is has double jump will be set to true. To true, false. It'll be set where that then the third time you press jump, it won't work because it just won't be allowed.
Right.
Let me look at my old code again because I had a double jump in there too. How did we do it? Oh yeah, the way we did it was different. The way I was saying, we did is instead of doing a inputs.jump thing, what we did is we said, let me make sure. Yeah, if the player is pressing jump and they have jumps left and isn't holding jump from a previous input, then we'll apply the stuff. Yeah, that's what we did. So we did have to keep track of if they're pressing jump. Yeah, so our else if is if player input dot is pressing space and remaining jumps to greater than 0, and they are not pressing jump. Or sorry, not pressing jump means like it's what we have here where we have like has jumped. So like if they were pressing jump but they aren't now and they press it again, then you should apply the force. So kind of what Alex is going for now, where he's having like was jump, or like was jump is a weird word. Can we change it to like was jumping, or like or press to jump, or whatever you want? But was jump is I'm not sure what that means. Okay, was jumping then. Okay, I wasn't sure. Got it.
Let's see.
Okay, so
if was jumping, right, and if not jumped and was
not
jumping,
jump, then was jumping should wait. If they aren't currently pressing jump and they were pressing jump, then we're gonna say that means they're in the air. Yeah.
And that they could jump.
Yeah, so then inputs that can jump should be was jumping. Okay.
Wait, shouldn't can jump be can double jump?
No. This is basically like just so that jump can because as long as they're holding jump, it's going to continuously come in here. And that's the issue, right?
Yeah.
But if we can indicate that, like, you know, for it not to come in here, but only for it to come in, because basically double jump is technically happening in like 2 moments, one right after the other, because we're holding down the jump key. We want to prevent that from happening. However, when we just use key down, it's not catching it properly when we want it to catch. So the solution is to use hold jump, right? However, make it so that they cannot keep, like, that holding jump is not going to try to initiate another double, like another jump. So that's what can jump is for. It's to stop it.
Gotcha.
So if You were jumping. We also want to make sure that if jump is set to false. Nope. Hold.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, I get it. So can jump is saying, because holding jump, what that's gonna do is it's gonna detect that they're pressing space on every frame, and so what that would do would mean that the double jump would happen on frame 1 and then frame 2, right? Because on frame 1 they would become not grounded. Frame 2 would say, okay, you aren't grounded and you can jump, and it would do it, and it might not work. So here's an idea of what might have been happening. Maybe the double jump was working the whole time, but as we were saying, because of hold jump, it was eating the input. So maybe the jump looked like a single jump, but maybe it was applying the force twice, but applying it so close to the ground that it effectively looks like a normal jump.
So it's like
That makes sense.
Right? So that could have been it, but I'm not certain for sure.
yeah, I don't think we did this right.
Okay.
If not jump and was jumping, and jump is equal to it might not be in here that we do it.
Okay.
It might be is jumping, has jumped, and jump.
Wait, what are you going for? Sorry, I'm getting lost with all the jump
Yeah,
terms.
don't worry.
Throw me off a lot.
Yeah, so
Let's see. No, sorry, my bad.
it's all good.
I wonder if we set this true by default, right? Then everything
Okay.
after that is managed through here. So inputs dot jump. And can jump, right?
Right.
Can jump is equal to false. And if not can jump. Nope.
Yeah,
That coming
it's
to me.
got complicated. Hold on.
Yeah, real complicated.
So let's see. Let's think about this in a simple way. I think we're tripping ourselves up. So if we want the player to be able to jump, right? We have to check, are they pressing jump? And then, yeah, you're right. We need something to know if they were pressing jump or, they are already jumping or something. We have something called jumping, right? I think.
Is jumping?
Do we have some? Yeah, right.
But that's more of a state, like whether they're going upward. Like this controls animations.
Got it.
And
Okay.
is influenced by has jumped, which is always going
Got
to be
it.
true up until a certain point.
Got it. Sure.
What we basically need to do is it's really this, isn't it?
Well, what do you mean?
If falling and not while sliding.
Okay. If you're not falling and you're wall sliding.
This is when we let go.
Yeah.
Because it's at this point we actually let go. Either we let go or we're just falling, right?
But we need to cap that because won't that cause infinite jumps?
Yeah.
Which is why I was saying in my other implementation we had a jump counter, and we use that as well because then the code you wrote will definitely work. but just set a jump counter to 2, and every time they jump, you just make it like less, and you only set it back to the initial amount when they hit the ground. Does that make sense?
Wait, I think I got it.
Okay, yeah, sure. If you did, I'm all for it.
I didn't understand why you did that, but
There we go. I got it.
okay.
Okay, yeah, please explain because
I will not.
everyone but you is
Let's
lost.
move on now. Hold on. Let me just make sure it's working. Is it always working? Not always. It seems. Oh, let me see if this works. That does work. Is there a point where it's not? Oh, it may be because of the whole grounded thing.
Wait, yeah. So
I might be too close to the ground for this to happen sometimes.
for a double
Ow.
jump,
Like I pass by it like that. I hit the corner. Like as I fall, I don't exactly hit ground, but my collider,
the
box
ground
collider-
check is
yeah. It just
got it.
like it just grazes it. So we
Gotcha.
just have to be careful with that, I guess. But it
Alright.
seems to be pretty solid, right?
But yeah, again. So wait, why is it working?
I told you I wasn't gonna explain it. Hold on.
Please
I was
do,
just
because if we're lost and
so can
viewers are
jump.
lost, we're all lost.
Maybe the viewers did get it. Who knows?
Imagine everyone's just there like, yeah, we got it. You guys are dumb. I wouldn't be surprised.
hold on, I
So
almost spent a
you're
more.
saying if you're not
Because can jump is really just indicating whether you can go in here. You know,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
Mhm.
it doesn't. It's not indicating, or it doesn't represent the fact that like you've already jumped, or you know, or you're grounded or anything like that, or you can double jump. It's more like, can it accept the input that would actually trigger a jump, right?
Okay,
And the only
fine.
reason you would be able to do that is if you let go of the jump in the first place. So you,
Okay, so then what you're saying is that when we handle our jump, we check, okay, is the user pressing jump? If they aren't, they can jump. That means, okay, now they can go into line 204. And we already established that on the first jump, it works. So it'll say, okay, you're pressing jump and you're allowed to jump. Go into the else if and apply some force. Cool. Now, when they're in midair and when they start falling, or whenever they release jump, line 201 will say, okay, they can jump again.
yes,
It'll go into line 204, hit line 213 again, but now it'll go into the second part of our else if. It'll say they have already jumped and they have not double jumped,
yes,
which will then say on line
Got it.
220, it'll say, okay, has double jumped will be true in this case, right?
yes.
Which
So this
means now
yep.
the third time they come in here, they won't be allowed to jump.
Yeah, I don't know what it is
Okay.
with the whole input thing. And again, once we move over to using the newer input manager system, that this whole
Yeah.
issue may have already been fixed, because we're
Sure.
trying to catch the button down on update, and maybe it's just missing it somewhere. And
Got
that's
it, yeah,
the
that makes
issue.
sense.
So
Mhm.
and since from the start we were using hold jump, that's why it wasn't missing, because if it didn't catch it on the first frame, I guess it would have caught it the second one, and it would have been not noticeable to anyone.
Yeah,
Um,
gotcha. Okay.
yeah. So we
that makes sense to
we
me.
may not even need to do this at some point. We may, once we move over to the new system, it may properly do everything,
Okay. All right. So then,
or it may not.
I mean, hey, I think it's working out to a degree, and I think that my explanation made sense because now I think I understand why it works. Hopefully, everyone else does. Effectively, this can jump is allowing us to dictate whether or not the player has let go of the button and like refreshed.
Yeah.
Their
Comment
jump.
here allows ensures. All right, I'll put it over the and jump ensures it goes into this if only once pressing jump. let go, and you press again. Allows
and then
for double jumping.
and the real line that allows for double jumping is line the else if, the thing that says and not has double jump, because
This part, exactly.
if we didn't put that there, then you could infinite jump. Like I think if you even just remove that, you would have an infinite jump. Let's not do that, but I think that's how that would work. So okay, cool. So if that's that, we can double jump now. Took longer than we expected because code is code and code is tough. We can try out a dash then.
Oh, are we gonna try to get back to the wall jump?
I want to see if it'll work now after like adding this condition. If that was the issue, I think that was the issue.
I mean, yeah, that looks
like
that
it's because
weird,
I'm still it's because I'm still like trying like holding left. Yeah, it's because I'm still holding left. Like if I just
okay,
like if I do this.
Okay.
Yeah. So, are you holding right or just pressing jump?
I'm pressing jump and holding right to like actually jump between walls. I think we may want to do like as you said, like give it a bit of a prevent
like
maybe
a forced angle.
Yeah, like a forced
So that
angle.
They'll go a certain amount to the right first. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it seems to like not have that issue, right? Like see, if I'm holding it down because we're preventing like multiple like accepting of jumps when holding down. I have to do this. I have to do this to get back up there. Like keep clicking it.
Got it. Well, and which means we do need to then disable the inputs for a certain amount because they can then do that. Like if you tap spacebar really quick, you get the glitchy jump again, right? The like weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And also the character's isn't being flipped. They're like, because you're holding right, they are facing the opposite way,
No,
right?
they are probably being flipped for a moment. Like for a moment, because the moment I do this, it flips it, but since I'm pressing left again, it'll probably flip it back. The moment I see if I just jump without clicking on the left key.
Yeah.
Sorry. See?
I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's facing you the right way. Yeah, so then we do need to disable the input a certain amount so that they can like go in that direction for a small amount. So yeah, let's try that again.
We could do that. Yeah.
I was gonna say, so now that it's working, let's try and use that like start timed action thing. Let's see if that does work now.
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do is we'll just say we'll set we'll disable the player's inputs for 0.25 seconds and then enable them afterward, and we'll see if that takes care of this.
All right.
Because if it disables it, it means that they should. Oh, but we still need to apply a force because you press jump, and they just jumped straight in place. We still do need to force that 45-degree angle. Because they're gonna just jump and just fall, and that's not what we want.
No, I know. Yeah, I understand exactly what you're talking about. The next time it hits into here, it's going to where are we at? Handle walking. Yeah, after this handle jumping, the moment it hits handle walking again, X is going to become 0 when we
yes,
inputs.
exactly.
Yeah, so we need to I think we need to do two things. Like we probably need to do like wall jumping. Where is it? I mean, it's not in here. I have to add it. That's what I'm.
Okay, I thought it existed
is jumping
already.
Is wall. You guys even see the code? Am I not zoomed in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can
I
see
can
it.
read it. I think that it's zoomed in enough. Yeah.
Maybe not on the stream itself, though.
But that's what I'm. That's yeah. Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
When I look at it.
Maybe zoom in just a little bit more because I'm on stream. It's a little bit small.
Oh, that's
all right.
a lot better for stream, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't
good.
realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please let us know if things are too small to be seen. We hope that we're explaining it well enough that you don't have to see every piece of code, because I get it. Not everyone is a coder. It might be kind of weird, but Yeah, if things are too small, please let us know.
Yeah, and our thought process here was a little all over the place, but we got it finally. So
Finally, after a lot of time.
Is wall jumping, wall sliding. Hold on, I got you guys. I don't.
Okay, so you're gonna start a timed action. After how long?
okay.
Okay, and then you're gonna do the same timing for the enable input.
Yeah. Oh, I lost myself. I want to see if this works.
Are those gonna happen
Yes.
at the same time or one after the other?
Sort of at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. So fun stuff. I mean,
Wait, hold on. Start conditional action does what again?
Sets this to false and then sets this to true when wall
Based
jumping.
on that condition.
Yeah, and the condition up here is being. This probably could be put into one thing. I just wanted to show off.
I'm dead. Hey, keep it
Okay,
a buck.
hold on.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a. What is going?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeeted across. So is 0.25 too long? It's like what? Yo, they are schmooving across the screen there.
It's probably the force of the jump. Remember, what was happening before is definitely that X was getting overridden. The walking.
So
thing.
maybe the X being X should not be a jump force. Maybe X should be like a set like X is like 1 or something or 0 point something, because with X being jump force, because jump force can go so high, it's just yeeting them. That was hilarious.
I don't even know how this guy was doing it before.
Hey, yo, let me get off this wall real quick. Yeet.
Wall jump lock. Okay. But he's only doing it on grab. Oh, hold on. Did I just?
Okay.
So what I think it is we couldn't change it to 0.05, which is fine. But I think we should also change the X. Like maybe it shouldn't be a perfect 485 because, no, it's fine.
I think it's cool. It can use a little bit of work, but that's the good start.
Can you lower it even more, or is 0.5 good? Do you think? Because I feel like they're going a little far.
I could lower it a little more.
Yeah, I mean that's very Hollow Knight, to be honest.
Yeah, but by the way,
it is.
I am just going to put them together.
Yeah, make it more readable for us and for everyone else. Yeah.
Yes, we love readable code.
Oh, here's readable code for you.
All right, here we go. What's happening now? This guy. What are you doing? Stop. What are you doing? Oh my god. What is happening? Okay, so enable inputs to what? Okay, you start a timed action. The first thing you do is you set is wall jumping to true, and then you do the opposite of that and set it to like what?
Wait, why do you have not is wall jumping equals true? Can't you just do is wall jumping equals false?
Yeah, what is going on?
No, because we need to set wall jumping to true, to prevent the walking.
So why are you putting a not?
The not there is because if we're setting wall jumping to true, we have to set enable inputs to false.
That returns something.
So what's going to happen is wall jumping is going to get set to true first because it's in the parentheses. Then it'll be true. It'll send not true, which is false, which means enable inputs will be false. Then the converse will happen on 214.
Yeah, they just think of it like this, right? We have like an int array, right? for example, and we're doing it on a while loop, right? So we have new int, I don't know, 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
And we're moving on to the next guy. Or rather, like, int value is equal to this guy, right? Int array at a particular count, right?
Index. Yeah.
Let's say count is equal to 0.
Madness Hero. Yes, we're using Unity. We're coding in C#. And this past stream, we've been working on giving the player some abilities, specifically a double jump and a wall jump.
Yep.
So what is this gonna do? Right?
And thanks for joining.
Oh yes.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Hey, Madness, and thanks for the follow 4 days ago.
Yes, we did notice.
Right on.
Notice.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So here we have count, right? And say in a while loop, we're going up, like we're checking for the next one. Or even like if we do it like this probably makes more sense. But we're also incrementing the count at the same time, right? You've seen this before, right?
Yeah.
So what are you doing when you say plus count? We're basically saying count is equal to count plus 1.
Count plus
right?
plus, and then you use that index. Whereas if you put it at the end, it does it afterward.
Yeah. Well, my point is, count is getting set to a new value, but it's also returning.
Yes, I get you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the same thing here. If you can set something to a value, and that set statement also returns, your variable. The variable getting set. So that's why I could put this. Like sometimes I do that. Like sometimes I'll say if, setting, I set some variable, but to another statement because it's part like a function or something like that. But so I don't have to hold that value in a variable somewhere. I'll put it in the if statement if I'm just gonna check it.
So Gucci Mink, our streaming schedule. So last week was a bit of an outlier. So because we were just starting the game and we had the day off, but in general we do every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time. And once in a while we will either skip a stream or maybe have a longer or shorter stream. Depends on our schedules. But yeah, that's correct. We did start at 6 tonight.
Yep.
And we should be done in about 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is fine, right? Like this the amount of it's jumping out right now, I think is fine.
Let me see again.
So ignore the extra that's happening there. But you can see that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, Alex, when you're jumping up like that, are you pressing right at all?
No.
So you're holding left though?
Yeah, I'm holding left.
You're holding left so that you could stay sliding, and then when you jump, you're still holding left when you jump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the 45 is pushing him a little bit up, and then he's holding left to cling to the wall.
It is pushing me up. Like, let's see, it's pushing me out like that much. When I don't hold anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah, I think the other thing we need to do is like given that wall slide is enabled, is here we're sliding based on is grounded and pushing left wall, or not is grounded and pushing left wall and pushing right wall.
Can we change that name to wall sliding only because we're gonna eventually have a slide actually, and that will get confusing. I think having sliding and sliding. You get what I mean?
Wait, what?
I was saying eventually we're gonna add a slide to the player, right? So I'm saying this being called was sliding might be confusing. So we're gonna have another thing called sliding eventually too.
Oh yeah.
So we can call that
sliding.
Yeah, and then was wall sliding. Yep, just a small thing, just for future proofing.
Thank you, Madness Hero. We're trying to base this off of, I guess, a few different Metroidvanias, but we're basing the wall slide and jump mechanism off of Hollow Knight.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
If you ever played it before.
Yeah, if there's one thing that Hollow Knight did well is, I think, again, it's a very, praised game, but they got their movement very tight. Same with games like Celeste, but so the wall jumping is tight. Yeah. The movement is tight, so that's why they can put such complex and very tough platforming challenges in the later parts of the game. because they really made sure, okay, if our controls and our moving, our dashing and stuff is very tight, then it gives the player enough control to do these very hard jumps, and that's something that we would want in our game too. Like, we like the platforming aspect. We like to put challenge in our platforming, so making sure our wall jump, our double jump, and everything is very clean is a big part of this process.
This is gonna have to. I think this might have to change.
What might have to change? Is it?
Like this wall sliding thing.
Well, and why is there an exit time? But yeah. Mm-hmm.
No. I just added this transition.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, like I think this whole because I realize what's happening is that if we're continuously going up, like if we're holding on to jump, we're still technically jumping, and we're only really wall sliding when we're falling, rather than you know the jump, like the moment we hit the wall, we're not really sliding anymore. Like we're just sort of like, even if we're like trying to face the wall, and we're still going up a bit as if we were jumping, right? And we only start wall sliding once falling is, well, once we start falling.
You're saying that maybe it should then not be is falling. It should just be like, even if you just touch a wall, you mean?
I think so.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so that means
there might have been a reason we added is falling. I don't remember.
Yeah, we'll see. But I get what you're saying, that then you can just jump and go right into the. Yeah, like that's I'm okay with that. Like the players didn't have to get into the falling state before they cling to a wall.
Yeah, because they're like, say if there's a bit more to the jump and you're still holding on, it would have just kept going, right?
Yeah, it'll wait for the jump to finish before it starts to let you fall.
Exactly, and that's the issue. Oh crap! What did we get? We got something.
We got some bits.
Hey,
thanks
for the bits.
Thank you for
thanks
cheering.
for the bit.
That's our first
Appreciate it.
bits. You're our first bits.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are the first bit cheer. We really appreciate it. Go Madness.
Oh no, now this isn't working anymore.
Oh, and Gucci Mink. So the reason why we stream at this time is because the three of us, we actually work full-time jobs as developers. So this is the time slot that we have found, because some of us work second jobs as well. So third job as you will. But
Third?
This
this would
yeah.
be the third one.
Yeah.
This is my third
So
job.
we appreciate that you'll watch the video on demand. That's awesome. Thank you. We make highlights for each video so that they don't expire.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, please, we have to get on it, but we will get on it. We will make the highlights, post the VODs. They'll be on our YouTube channel and stuff. And again, follow us on Instagram as well. We also post updates about our content there. And there's also on the Twitch right now, if you're just watching right now, we have a thing that says Our Business Card with 2 R's. It's not a typo. It is actually a like link to all of our social media and stuff. And yes, man, you made that history. BK Game Dev's history, first
Number
bit
one.
cheer.
Yeah, let's go. You're the bits leader now. We got to come up with a tier system, like a little bit. We got to think about it a little more.
Yeah, word.
Is it doing that?
Yeah, what? It's like, yeah, what's happening? Like, kind of like bouncing against it.
Let me see if I can adjust this. 2.5. That's not bad.
It's happening, but like, yeah, what is that?
It's the animation, I think.
Huh. Okay.
Wait, what are you guys referring to?
You see the little fidget that the player is doing before they recling to the wall. It happens on some of them, but not others.
Yeah. What did you just change?
Oh well,
Because it wasn't doing that before, right?
I made it so that jumping is like happening on Yeah, it's really like the fact that it goes into it seems to be going into fall, exiting and then going back into jump. I might have
It's
created a
going
loop.
into wait. It's going into fall when you try to jump off the wall. That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Hold on, let me just single jump. Yeah, see, I'm not pressing jump anymore. It seems to. I think it's just because of the collider here. Like there's like a weird thing with animation
Oh, like you're bouncing against the wall
because
before
the
they cling
collider
to it.
change. Yeah, because the collider keeps
We
changing.
can mess with that. We can check the jump animation and see if we can tighten it up a bit. I'm fine with that.
Hold on, I'm trying to see if this is. Let me just do this so I could see it better. Oh no, I don't know what that was. Where is he at? Where is he at? Okay.
Kind of looks like the wall is hot and he's second guessing grabbing it. That's funny.
Yeah, she's there like, oh wait, nope.
Because I've stopped. Because what I wanted to do, right,
Yep.
is make it so that regardless of whether you're jumping or not, um, like have the grab happen or have the sliding thing happen.
Yeah,
Like
you
if
should be
you're
able to walk off a ledge and just cling to a wall without having to jump, right?
exactly. Or no.
Right.
No, so more like when I jump, I don't keep jumping if I press because there's still more to the vertical part of it. Um, like the moment, like if I have wall slide, I can do this, basically. Does that make sense?
Wait, no, it does not. Sorry.
What I mean is that when I when I held onto the jump button, I would actually keep jumping, so my animation would look like I would keep going up, rather than like if I'm hitting the wall. Voice broke. If I'm hitting the
Wait,
wall,
so what you're saying is that you're holding left
Mhm.
and you're pressing jump,
yes.
and it's doing this animation, or you're saying that you're holding left
No,
still?
I'm saying the reason
Yeah.
I made a change is because when you were jumping to the wall, right, and your jump wasn't all the way done, you kept
Mhm.
going up,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
as opposed to clinging right to the wall when you're pushing against the wall. So I guess
I get you.
this is a decision of whether we want to allow for like if I were to remove this transition, right?
From player jump to wall slide. Okay.
Yeah. And then I put this sort of back to where it was here, because
Yeah,
this was only starting to decrease the speed once we were falling,
Mm-hmm.
or rather is falling. And then I got rid of like checking for wall slide if I'll show you.
Yeah. Let's see. So what's happening now is
I think it's better if I over here.
Yeah. up
yeah,
here.
it's fine.
Do you see it?
Oh, like it's like pushing you up still. Like
Yeah, if I hold on to the jump button, the jump isn't fully done. So
Got it.
I don't know, like if we want to like literally just the moment we jump off, but we come back onto the wall, it's back to wall sliding automatically, no more jumping. Or if we want to like, you know,
I think that the second way is better. We have to clean up the animation, but I get what you're saying. Like, because you're saying that holding jump is making you go higher, right? And we don't necessarily want that to be the case. We want it to be like a standard wall jump, right? Or do we want to have that variability? Then it's up to us then, because then different wall jumps mean that
I think
you can
it
do like a
happens in
short hop
general.
wall jump.
Like this thing,
Okay.
yeah, this thing happens in general. It's really like it's really, yeah, we have to clean up the animation, but you'll notice that it does happen.
Okay, so all right, so then I say you can leave the transition and the change you made. I think that's fine, and we just clean up the animation, or we leave this and clean up the animation. Either way is fine with me. I think they both look like good wall jumps, to be honest.
Yeah. So.
But this one gives us more control with this transition here.
Yeah.
And again, we have 8 minutes left. If you want to take a look at the collider for the jumping animation, maybe we can just fix it now, because it's probably just a matter of like the collider is either too big or too small or something.
Slide is true.
And
Yeah.
that shouldn't be.
Yeah, so what was the change I had to make? I think I don't want to do wall sliding when
That's what you had before, though. Or just
when I'm jumping.
can you undo or like redo? Oh, it's too late now.
I think another ad just ran, by the way.
Oh, dang it.
So I'm
man.
getting rid of the
Sorry
logic
if my
that
little ad
says
just ran.
yeah, I'm getting rid of the logic that says once you're wall sliding, it's only when you're
Yeah.
falling that
Yeah.
actually the sliding happens. And I added is wall jumping. Sorry, if not is wall jumping, then you're wall
Yeah.
sliding, right? Because there's a moment where if you're still this may check it, right, and you still haven't fully left the wall, then wall sliding will happen again, and it just starts doing this weird jittery thing. Let me see if I can get to here. Yeah, I can.
Okay, so we should check two things because yeah, this like jitter thing is happening, and I think you're right. I think it is a collider thing from the animation. So I think we should check the animation and check the collider size.
Wish we could slow
'Cause
down
maybe
time.
it's too big.
Wait, can we
Yeah,
slow
I
down
wish-
time?
Yeah, we can.
How? You mean like we're like timed out delta time or something?
Yeah, Unity slow down time. I mean, from the editor.
That would be pretty nice. Like play it at 0.25 speed or something like in YouTube. Yeah.
Wait,
If we can, then that would be pretty dope.
that's what I really want. Project settings.
Did you
Physics.
find it on Google?
No, I remember it. I kind of remember.
Oh,
that
okay. You've
there's
like done
such
it
a-
before. Okay, got it.
No, I've never done it before. I just remember
Oh.
seeing the settings because I'm always in here, just messing around with
yes,
things.
got you. Yes, Madness. The walls do have their own collision. So we've built like a tile map collider thing, which is the way we actually build our levels is a thing called a tile map. It's kind of like a grid where you paint tiles and you can apply collision onto the whole like object. So we have a layer effectively where we say everything here is ground, which means, you know, it's something that the player can stand on or touch or they won't go through it. And we apply that to all of these tiles. So like the ceilings you see, the floors, the platforms, they're all of that type of called ground. And so the player will only be able to touch those and like not go through them. But if you notice in the background, you see these kind of like
I did it.
things hanging, these flags, these windows. Those are not in ground, so player can walk right past them. Sorry, go ahead, Alex. So what did you figure out?
No, it's okay. I did it.
Oh, sick.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so now is it the enemy? So it's going between fall
And
wall slide.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's check the collider on fall, because that's probably the issue then.
How is it going between fall and wall slide? How's it? Oh yeah, because it can. I keep forgetting. Because it's like a looping thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so
the only reason that would happen is if
the velocity is starting to go down or is zero, right? Or less than zero.
if wall slide was being set to false.
Yes, man, that is a background layer. All the other stuff that you see is like a
It's
background
not
layer,
grounded,
so it's
pushing
just
left.
for image, and the player can walk right past them. Whereas the tiles are, a ground layer. Yeah, that's how we do it. So what we do is we kind of play with these layers going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth,
Wall slide
and
is
that's how it
pushing left.
handles, where the player can touch and what they can't touch.
Yeah, as I was saying, like it's definitely the animation.
Okay, so yeah, let's go real quick. Go to the animations folder and look at falling really quick, and we can adjust it.
God, there's a fly. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to look at it one more time in slow-mo.
Yeah, it's going from fall to wall side, and it's jittering.
Yeah.
Probably because of the animator. The colliders are weird.
Yeah, it seems like there's a moment when we go into it that it's like it's going through.
Yeah, I'm saying so. Let's check the animation, because it could be that the fall animations colliders are weirdly made or in the wrong place or a little bit offset, and it's causing this like thing where it's kind of like having some trouble with figuring it out. So let's take a look at the animation.
Oh, I know what it is.
What do you think it is?
I thought I didn't know it was possible.
What is
These
it?
walls, they're ground. Look,
Uh-huh.
can't you see it light up? The ground is grounded.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, we made it too big. Got it. Okay, this is easy then. We made the space under the player too big, so what's happening is when they're falling against the wall, the bottom of their feet, where it checks for is grounded, that box is touching the wall, so it puts them in a grounded
Ground
state
check
for one frame maybe, and then they go into falling state, and then
Yeah,
it causes that jitter.
So it's not exactly doing 2 animations at once, but it's very close.
Yeah. So what we need to do is
I think I fixed it.
how did you fix it? You
I just
changed
decreased the
ground check radius, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Oh no, I
that,
didn't
that-
fix it.
Oh no, I see a little bit.
We the only thing I could think of is that we'd have to somehow differentiate wall, like
I
between
mean,
wall.
I say let's not, and I honestly just say just make it even. How small is it now? Can you zoom in scene view so we can see how small it is?
Oh yeah.
Because if you remember in Wake Up, we were using array, which was like one small. So honestly, make it mad small. Like I don't think it's gonna be bad, and just center it if you can.
No, this is censored. Sorry, it's only like.
Oh, yeah,
that
it
because
is censored, but
we're
it's
the
a-
collider. Yeah, see, it's censored
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So I'm saying it can be that small or even smaller because again, in Wake Up we were using a literal ray, like a line. So I'm okay with it being like very small. It doesn't need to be a huge box.
We don't want that to happen, by the way. What just happened? We'll address. Maybe we could address that another time. But...
Yeah.
No, I don't think we ever did fix that, did we?
No, we didn't. So now it should be good, right?
Yeah, I think so. We're good.
Okay. And again, to explain what was happening is we created a box around the player's feet to detect if they're on the floor, but it was a little bit big. So when they were doing a wall jump, they were touching the wall with their feet for like a very small amount of time, and it caused them to count as if they're standing up.
Yep.
And then it realizes they're in the air, so they start falling, and it's causing a jitter. So we made that box a bit smaller. It does not need to be very big for it to, detect if they're on the ground. So I think that fixes the issue.
It does.
And yes, Madness, Unity is a nice program. It looks very nice. It used to be not ugly, but it used to be a light gray, and it wasn't as sleek. In the last few years, they released it as a dark version, which is very nice, and
It's come a long way.
it's come a long way since I started using it in maybe 2016.
I think
or
there's still a bit of a
2015.
jitter.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
like
I mean-
the grounding thing kind of fixed some of the issue.
So I'm saying, yeah, we can check the collider. I think like let's check the animation for fall, and let's see if the collider is being weird.
Yeah. You know what I think it is? I think it's like the fact that this collider thing, like when the animation changes, also goes through the wall rather than touches it exactly.
For wall slide or for the player?
The wall slide.
It does? Okay.
Yeah. So I think we may have to like. I don't know.
I'm saying so we just so like just go and look at the colliders in the animation and we'll like mess with them.
It's mostly fixed.
Yeah, it's like mostly fixed. So go to player fall first, and then in scene view, actually just like zoom into the player really
this?
quick. What is what?
Ground check
Position
radius.
missing.
Ground check radius. Oh, you can delete that. That was the old version in the I think that from my old temp player controller thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, because
But remember,
we
this
don't
is
need
not
that.
going to be accurate.
If
Yeah,
we
it's
fix
fine.
it in the next 5 minutes, man, as hero will sub. No pressure.
Okay, fine. All right.
I
So
bet.
I bet. Go back. No, wait. Go back to the animation.
Okay.
Okay, you're doing and let's see the collider first. So go to the first frame. Use the.
So, hold on. Like it's just not gonna. I think could we play it? Okay. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Yes, I'm saying so now. This should be fine. No. If you want, we can move the collider and make it a bit smaller. But you have to go to the first frame before you change it.
Hold on. Let me try.
You don't have to play the game to play the animation. Just play.
No, I know.
No.
But you see,
Okay.
remember we have logic, right? That the collider itself, we're looking for that to readjust or to properly position these overlaps.
Yeah.
The issue is in edit mode, that collider does not exist, or at least it just doesn't.
No, it does.
Work.
It does. It does. It does. It does. Hold on. Wait.
I mean,
Just
I'm
press-
saying,
yeah.
look at the draw gizmos. Is
Sure.
what I mean. See, if collider is equal to null, then it's using the transform position rather than the collider's position. So, when in edit mode, it's shifting. Hey, what's that? We got a follow. Thank you for the follow. Golf years _
It feels weird, man. I get it. Yeah. This is weird. Like
That's
these
supposed to
very
be.
weird
I think that's supposed to
animations.
be an emote, but it's not going through. Because I think we need to set. I think we need to set up better TTV
We just need to be better.
emotes. Anyway,
Then
Overall.
honestly, what that sounds like to me is a GG. So rip. Okay, but you know what? It's 8:03. If we figure it out in 2 minutes or by 8:06, then we'll see. Otherwise, it seems to be a small thing. Yeah, what's up with the collider? Yeah, can you play in do it in 0.25 timer or
Yeah, of course.
whatever? And then maybe that will be a better way to attest.
0.1. How about that?
Sure, yeah, just very slow. Oh, so the player like wall side is not completely on. Oh, that's interesting. Got it. Because we had to adjust it so that there's enough space. Okay, that works because the animation is still working, but the collider and the animation collider are different, but it's using the animation collider in a good way, to be honest. Okay. It seems to be okay, no? Like, is it not working?
Not all the time. Hold on.
Got it, okay.
This is really slow.
Yeah, maybe 0.25 is a little better, but it's okay.
No, there. That's when it happens. You see,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
that's what I
so it's
figured.
full.
It's the moment that this little collider thing goes past the wall rather than
Yeah, I noticed.
exactly. Yep.
rather than touching it, because
But
I
it
think
didn't happen there.
I think overlap sphere is like what do you call it? Yeah, I think overlap sphere is just, remember, it's checking where they overlap rather than if it's inside.
Yeah, I get you.
I don't know why. I never understood that.
So is that a thing where we need to reduce the radius, or?
Let me see. Let me see
Yeah,
if let me see if reducing the wall check width, or increasing it a little bit,
Increasing it, yeah.
like fixes it. I don't think so.
I get you. Yeah.
No. I think
The
in fact
player's,
it
like,
makes
in the
us
wall,
go
right?
through it a little. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's checking from too far.
1.51. 0.15. I think we might have to look deeper into this when we.
Yeah. Let's come back to it. That's fine. We
Yes, we can.
did not figure it out in 5 minutes, but that's okay.
You don't.
That
Have
is
to,
okay.
You don't have to subscribe to us. We don't deserve it.
But we appreciate it. We appreciate follow, subs, and tell your friends. If you know friends who are into gaming, who are into game design, watching people write code, hey, we appreciate it. But yeah, we probably need to figure out a different way to handle the overlap and how we detect where the wall is, because in certain cases you
Hey,
flip
wow.
through.
Oh wow! Thanks for the gifted sub.
Oh, thanks for the gifted
Holy-
sub, man. That
Thank
is
you.
super wholesome. That is super wholesome.
That's our first gifted sub. Man,
Yeah, that's our
you're
first
giving
gifted
us a lot
sub.
of firsts today. Thank you.
Yeah. Congrats to Aurora, who got
Good
the gifted sub. That's awesome. Thanks so much. That really
Brilliant.
helps us out. That really
Thanks
helps
a lot.
us, grow our channel and stuff. So we appreciate
Yeah.
the support.
Check Madness Hero out on his channel. He's playing Lost Ark. And thanks for the follow.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta follow Asheroth86. Thanks. Appreciate it. My
Thanks.
mouse just went wild just now.
It's all good.
This is called community. This is called building a community. All right. You guys are here. We just started this game. and it kind of looks like a piece of crap right now, but we're promising you this now that it's going to be a banger, and you're going to come back to this stream and you're going to remember me saying that. You're going to be like, wow, I remember when I was there in the beginning, and this is going to be an awesome game at some point.
Yeah, it will. We're gonna
So-
put a lot of work into it. It's
We
gonna
appreciate the
change,
support.
grow, and develop.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Appreciate
definitely
the
appreciate
support.
the support, the gifted subs, the follows. They really help us out, and we really appreciate it. So again, thanks so much.
Inside.
But if you don't figure it out right now, Alex, I think this is probably a good place to stop streaming. It's about to be 8:10. But unless you have like one last idea, I think this is a good place to end it.
No, I was just googling.
Oh, okay, sure.
Without telling you what to filter, never.
Madness speaks wise words. Masterpieces are not painted overnight. That is true. Especially games. Like if you're a fan of like Breath of the Wild, I think that was in development for like what, maybe 5 years or something. Or if you like games like Hollow Knight, I think that was in development for maybe 3+ years. Games take time, and when they rush games, they don't be that great. But yeah.
What you need is a little passion and a little bit of teamwork, and I think we have both.
Yeah. And we got a lot of both. We got a lot of teamwork and we got a lot of passion.
We might be able to do this using some sort of like contact filter.
Explain.
I don't think. Yeah. What is that?
I wish I could. I wish I could.
Okay,
explain.
then.
Contact filter equals new contact filter 2D. Let's.
Thanks, man.
What's a contact
Appreciate it.
filter?
As it sounds, it's like a filter for your contacts. Like I think we would put
Wow.
like the ground mask.
The
Here.
guy who defines the words with the words.
With the words. It's
Set
great.
laid,
It's great, Alex.
is
That's
it-
excellent.
This guy's a goofball, man.
use layer mask is equal to true, and I think we need to set use triggers is equal to true. Right?
Understand that everyone watching, we have no idea what he's doing.
I don't even
So
know
we'll
what
all
I'm doing.
find.
I'm just
We will find out
doing-
what happens in a few
which one
seconds.
uses contact filter. Yeah, hopefully.
All right, thanks, Madness. We appreciate you dropping by. Follow the gifted sub. We really appreciate it.
Overlap.
Yeah,
See you
thanks
next
a lot.
time.
Thanks a lot. We'll be streaming next Thursday from 6
Yep,
to 8.
Thursday at 6.
Oh, there it is. Overlap box.
See ya.
So instead of putting a layer mask, we're gonna put a contact filter.
Yo, Alex is in the zone, man. He is.
I mean,
he
I'll
is
take it
golden.
because I like
feel
seeing the robot get to work here. You know what I mean?
Layer mask. I gotta do a search for this. Crap. I don't think this is gonna work the way we want.
Yeah, I say let's hold off and let's take it up for our next stream
Yeah.
or in between streams. If we figure out the small thing, we can let people know what we figured out.
Yeah.
But we got
Yeah.
the basics of the wall jump and double jump to work, so I think that we're in a good place
Pretty
to
good
stop
spot.
for the day. Yeah.
For anyone who's wondering, in between streams, we're passively working on this. So if you see stuff that you didn't see last stream, that's because we literally made changes, and we will describe those changes to you when we make them.
Yeah.
Why do we
Um,
so rarely stream? Because it's hard.
Yeah, good question. Yeah, effectively, because again, the three of us work full-time jobs as well as doing this, and other days of the week we're busy with different things. So we just, quite simply, as of right now, we don't have the time to stream a lot more often. We have meetings on certain days. We stream on Thursdays, and also quite honestly, we go out and do other things on other days, outside of work.
Yeah.
And so as of right now, the schedule that works best for us is the weekly setup.
Yeah, because we literally work full time, and Alex even has a second job, I guess you would call it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. So
our time is
it
pretty limited. Our time is pretty
Yeah.
limited, but we are probably we might adjust that over time to see, if the community wants us to stream more. I imagine that they do. But it's all according to what we could actually physically and mentally do, what we're capable
Yeah.
of.
Completely. And in fact, I think we've gone a bit past our time. But yes, we did start
I
working
think he
on
says.
seeing
Game
stuff.
looks cool and interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, and one of the biggest things that we're going to work on probably soon is the scene transition and just setting up the foundation for that. And it's going to use some cool code and loading screens, all that stuff.
Yeah, and we
Yeah,
will
we
probably
want the
show
code.
you guys that next week.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll explain more in depth
Because what you're looking at right now is a separate scene in Unity that we started designing based off of like a map prototype for what we actually want the game to look like. And this is the cave scene so far. And so what we're going to be doing is, developing like the basic player abilities in that sandbox scene that you saw before. And then as we passively work on building the actual world in separate scenes. So we actually started working on like a scene transition.
Yeah, but again,
setup.
stuff for next time.
Stuff for next time.
Yeah, stuff for next time. We'll go over all of it again. We'll explain it in depth. And we'll do that. But yeah, let's call it here. And then I think we have a lot of good stuff to work on next stream. We can tighten up some things in between streams, and we'll be back with stuff like dashing and climbing and yada yada yada.
All that good stuff.
Precisely. So thanks for everyone for tuning in. We appreciate it. We got a lot done today, surprisingly. Even though we stumbled a little bit in the first hour.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be putting these on
Thanks,
YouTube too.
golfers.
Yeah, for anyone who just wants to see. While we're
The
not going
VODs,
to make this code public, you could just, I guess, look at what we're doing. We'll also definitely show any references. Honestly, if you ask, and if it's not something that we're not supposed to show in terms of code, like when we do release this game, I think we'll just put it in a gist or something.
Yeah, if you have it, and
Like
if you guys have any
GitHub,
questions, if you guys have any questions like off stream, like while we're not streaming, our DMs are always open on Twitter and on Instagram. We have a card for that, and I just posted it in the chat. So follow us on all those social media links, and thank you for tuning in. We wholeheartedly appreciate the support.
Exactly, yeah. All right, and that is VK Game Devs signing out, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Good night, guys.